Hi everybody, welcome. My name is Rachel Thomas. I've been with the Madison family for coming up 2 years. We are here to celebrate the first day of fall. So exciting. We're going to go talk about everything in regards to fall hair color, all of the different options you have to kind of switch up your color and celebrate fall. So we have a few exciting things to go over. So we have an awesome fall giveaway, which I want to kind of share all the deets about right now. So we've got here our Prime for Perfection. This product is amazing to prep your hair prior to coloring, especially if you're going for a little fall change. So I actually use this on my own hair. I was much darker. I was actually using our 3NNA for a long time, and I wanted to go a little lighter, get a little bit more red mahogany tone. So I used this about 3 applications, and the results were amazing. And now I'm kind of where I'm at today. So we have our Prime for Perfection, and you'll also get our lovely color kit. This is our Radiant Cream Color, permanent color. It's got everything you need. And then we've got our Tune Up. This is one of our newest launches as well. This is for brunettes. So if you feel like your brunette's a little faded, maybe you want to kind of get more of those cool, rich tones, this product is amazing, and it's really pretty coming out of the bottles too. You'll have to see. And then, of course, our glosses, which we're going to go over today. We've got a ton of fun gloss recipes we're going to show you. And you'll get 3 shades. Now, all of this giveaway is all going to be customized to your own hair. So we'll color match you. We've got our color crew, which is an awesome team of ladies. They're here to support you guys along the way if you have any questions at all.
Rachel, we have Ketsia joining us here. Hi. And she said her first purchase is arriving on Monday.
Yay!
Yeah, so she's super excited.
Awesome. We'd love to see your results. So if you are open to it, we'd love to see your photo. A lot of our clients love to see real life results. So we'd love to hear your feedback.
You can post it on Facebook or Instagram, #MadisonReedColor.
Yes. And I forgot to mention, so how to win this. So there's 3 ways on how to win our fall giveaway. Follow, like, and share. So you'll want to follow our Facebook Live page. Facebook page. You'll want to like this post you're watching right now and share this post with your friends. Super simple. You'll get to win all these goodies. Start fall off right. You'll love it. Now, to top this all off, you've got all your color, you've got your Prime for Perfection, you get a Sephora gift card, $50. So when you've got your new fall color, go to Sephora, get some new fall makeup or fall fragrance to top it all off.
So everybody just has to go and like the post and share the post.
Yes, and follow. Great. We'll welcome anyone who's joining.
We have Lori from San Francisco watching.
Hi, Lori. Are you using our color yet?
Let us know in the comments.
Yes, we'd love to hear from you. But welcome everyone who's joining. My name is Rachel. I'm a colorist here. I've actually been with our color crew for quite some time. I'm sure I've talked to some of you maybe on the phone or through email. And now I'm our lead colorist and manager for our SF Color Bar, located right here in San Francisco in the Mission District. Color bars are soon to be popping up all over the US, so stay tuned. Hopefully we can see you kind of one-on-one and get some color done. All right.
Rachel, we have Melissa, who just used Madison Reed for the first time a few weeks ago. She loves it and just signed up for membership.
Woohoo!
I know, so exciting. Thanks for watching,
exciting.
Melissa.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Great. Welcome anyone else who's joining. Great. Okay, should we move on? So I talked a little bit about Prime already, but again, so it's kind of, think of it as a primer for makeup, right? You prime to get your perfect foundation, perfect eyeshadow. Think of this as a primer for your hair. So it's going to create the perfect canvas for your color. So say you've been using Madison Reed for a while, maybe it's looking a little too dark, a little dull, or you just want to change. Prime for Perfection, you can do this up to 3 to 4 times depending on how much shift you want, and it's going to give you a perfect canvas for your new color. Even if you're not switching colors, say you've been using our Tuscany Brown for years and you kind of want that first time look, do Prime for Perfection, prep your hair for your next application of Tuscany, and you're good to go. Also, if you're looking for a change, it's just going to shift those pigments up a little bit, so you can go to something possibly a little lighter, maybe something with a little more red, a little more copper, and give you a ton of sheen to your color as well.
Thanks so much for watching, Cheryl. Cheryl uses our Trieste Red.
Ooh, one of my faves.
I know, that's a great fall color, right?
Yes, I love Trieste Red. It's beautiful. It's got wonderful red and mahogany tones. After you use your Tresserid, I would definitely recommend using a gloss to maintain those tones, especially for your ends, just to kind of keep the vibrancy and the dimension in your color, and continue with that Tresserid on your roots for every application, followed by the gloss.
Cheryl's probably going to be a good candidate for one of the gloss recipes we're going to show here in a few minutes.
Absolutely.
Rachel, before we move on, do you want to go over the giveaway one more time,
yes.
how you enter?
Yes, so this is our fall giveaway, celebrating the first day of fall. You get everything here, and everything will be customized to your own hair color. So you got the Prime for Perfection, the tune-up, shampoo and conditioner for brunettes, 3 gloss shades, so you can really have fun with mixing and matching, our permanent color kit, and a Sephora gift card. So to win this, super simple, follow us on Facebook, like this post, and share this post. Super easy. All right?
We have a couple more joining us. Christine, she used for the first time last week, and she, quote, loves it.
Yes.
And same with
That's
Lisa.
lots of loves.
I know, we got lots of loves. Renee
Right?
is joining
Yes.
us. Thanks for all the love, ladies.
Thank you, guys.
All right, should we go into
Should
some
we
of the
move
gloss?
on? Yes, so let's play with some gloss. So we've got some fun recipes to show you, and I'm a huge fan of mixing gloss shades. So what we're gonna do, let me get my handy easel. So we're gonna go over kind of some before and afters if you were to use a shade of gloss alone, and what it would look like as it kind of mixed as a recipe. So if you can see here, this is our Prosecco. So this is like a champagne golden tone, really designed for blondes, possibly even light browns that want to keep the lightness but up the tone. This would be the Prosecco all on its own. Now, maybe you're up for the little fall change, but you don't want to permanently alter the blonde you worked so hard for. What you can do is mix the Prosecco with our Canella, and what this would give you is basically kind of like a strawberry blonde. And what I'm going to show you now is 2 parts Prosecco, which is sort of a lighter blonde tone, mixed with 1 part Canella. Now Canella is like a copper gold, so if you think of those two together, you're kind of toning down the amount of copper that's in the Canella by mixing in the Prosecco. So I want to show you here. Now when you're mixing glosses, you will want to use a bowl and brush. You could even, if you wanted to, use an empty activator bottle that's in your color kit, if it's easier for you to shake and apply in the bottle. Okay, so I'm going to show you the Prosecco Canella, and a good way to test it yourself at home is really just against any white canvas. White paper, white board like we have today. And it's basically going to kind of show you the true tones that are in the shade of gloss. And keep in mind, like, this is a sheer tint of tone, so depending on what canvas you're putting it on top of, it will vary a little bit. So if you can see here.
Yeah, come right up to the camera so they can see really well.
So we've got
Perfect.
Prosecco on its own, and then you've got 2 parts Prosecco, 1 part Canella, and this is going to give you that strawberry blonde. The gloss will last, 4 to 6 weeks, depending how frequently you shampoo. So again, it's a low commitment to change up your color, especially if you've got existing blonde on the hair already. Super fun to play with. Okay, so this is going to give you more of that strawberry blonde. Now,
Amanda, thank you for sharing. Thanks for joining and
hi,
watching.
Amanda.
Amanda, what's your color?
Yes, we'd love to know. Okay, so we're going to get into another shade, but before I do this, for anyone else that's joining, I want to intro our giveaway again. Fall giveaway, it's got everything you need for your fall hair color. 3 ways to enter. Follow us on Facebook, like this post, and share this post. Super simple. So in the kit, in the giveaway bag, you've got our Prime for Perfection, one of our newest additions, great way to prep your hair for color. Our Radiant Cream Color Kit, so this is everything you need to do your permanent color at home. Our Tune-Up, which is our shampoo and conditioner for brunettes, awesome product as well, newly launched. It's a beautiful sort of aquamarine blue color. And then you've got 3 shades of glosses, so you can play around, make your own gloss recipe, have some fun with them, followed by a Sephora gift card, $50. So go to Sephora, shop, have fun, get some fall makeup to complete your look, and this will all be customized. So we'll definitely color match you. Our color crew is wonderful. They can help answer any questions you have. Even today, as you're watching, if you have any questions on what gloss recipe would work for me, definitely reach out to color crew, call, email, live chat on our website. They're super awesome ladies.
Amanda uses Trieste Red. We have
Oh,
so many
yes.
fall ladies joining us
I
today.
love it. Perfect. One day I'll get to Trieste Red. I've got to prime a few more times first.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a really fun recipe coming up for you next, and we actually have a live result to show you too. So we're looking at our mealy. So right now this is the mealy, which is a honey golden tone, more of a sheer, again, more sheer honey gold. This is the mealy on its own. And then what we're going to show you is mealy mixed with our amaretto. And amaretto is like a golden mahogany, so it's got a little bit of, not necessarily a red, but it does have like reddish bronzy tones, which again are perfect for fall. And this would be great on someone who is maybe a blonde, looking to go a little deeper, looking for a change, that fall tone, or if you're like a light brown, medium brown, and you just need that boost, great on those levels as well. So we're doing here 1 part mealy, 2 parts amaretto, so we're kind of upping those warm mahogany tones. So let me show you on the white canvas here, and then we have something very exciting to show you following this. And again, it's just good to do it on a white surface. You can really test your recipe, see how you like it. So again, this is mealy all on its own, and this is the amaretto plus mealy. We've got 2 parts amaretto, 1 part mealy, so we're kind of upping those mahogany tones, giving a little bit more of that bronzy tone. And one thing to do, just so you guys know, when you're playing around with your recipes, in these Madison Reed bowls, you'll see on the bottom there are lines. They're like inch lines, basically. So you can use those as your guide to measure out how much you want. So say for these, when I was testing this, I did 1 line mealy, 2 lines amaretto. Mix them together, swatch them out, see how you like it. And that's a good way to kind of test a smaller amount before you go and mix your full amount of product and apply it. Okay, so are you ready for this? So we're going to show you a before. We actually have a live result for you. So if you look down in the comments, you should see a before. Now you'll see here, she has started with a blonde balayage.
So we're waiting for the before.
Okay, you'll see it soon.
It'll come out here soon. So
Great.
if you guys look in the comments below, we're
Yes,
going to get a blonde balayage.
Yes.
Using
The results are amazing. So she had a blonde balayage before. Now, Colleen, come on out. This is Colleen, everybody.
Hi,
Her hair
guys.
is gorgeous. So she had blonde balayage before. She was totally up for a fall change. So she actually did this morning. She has the exact same recipe we just showed you. 1 part mealy, 2 parts amaretto. Look how it picks up on her highlights. It's gorgeous. Go ahead and turn around. So you can see it's not necessarily like a red, but it does have that bronzy tone. And you can see the elements of gold. So see how it kind of picks up differently on her highs and lows that were in the hair already? She just has a lot of dimension. And go ahead and turn back around this way. Especially where she had those lighter highlights through the front. See how it just pops through? And then over time, as this fades, she can either keep up on it, maybe change her recipe. Maybe she wants even more red. She could go more red, or she can kind of just let it wash its way out and she's kind of back to where she was before.
It's a pretty awesome transition from
It's
blonde.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so gorgeous. All right. Okay, we have another one to show you. Now I'm not going to lie, this is probably one of my favorites. Okay, so this is our amaretto, all on its own. This is a golden mahogany. This is what Colleen had mixed into her formula. So the amaretto on its own is just going to give you that kind of soft, bronzy mahogany tone. Now to mix it, we're going to up the red in this. So great if you're an existing red and maybe it's looking a little dull or faded and you need a boost. Great way to go. Or if you are lacking the red and you want to try something new, this would be a great way to go. So this is going to be 1 part amaretto, 2 parts of our Barolo, which is actually this tube here. And this is more like a true red, right? So if you didn't want to go too red and you wanted that richness of the mahogany tones, you can mix 1 part amaretto, 2 parts Barolo. And I'll show you what that looks like here That's really pretty.
Rachel, we have a question.
Yes.
From Gisele. She wants to know, her color is Frenzy Brown, and she wants to know what she can do to have more fun with that color this
Ooh,
fall.
that's a good base to play with. So the Frenzy Brown, you've got the mahogany tones, you've got the gold tones. If you wanted to just kind of stay in that same family, you could use the amaretto all on its own, and that's going to keep those gold and mahogany tones. Or if you wanted to make it pop a little bit more, you could actually use this same recipe here, a mix of amaretto and Barolo. Or if you just wanted to go more red altogether, use Barolo on its own. Or you could even play with our Canela, which is a copper gold, and that's going to kind of make it pop, give you more of that copper-based red. Right? Is that helpful? Perfect. Now this one, to give you guys an idea, I actually wear this on my hair. I just flossed last night. Hopefully you can see. So you can kind of just see that depending on the canvas you're putting it on, like this is, white canvas. Imagine putting this on a blonde. It's going to look very, very vibrant. Where on me, my hair is much darker. I'm like a level 4 with my permanent color. So it's just bringing out those deeper mahogany red tones. If you can see, yeah. This is kind of one of my go-tos when I feel like my hair is looking a little dull and I want to up the red in my color. A lot of times I'll just do the Barolo, which is the true kind of pure red, on its own all over. All right?
Rachel, we have a comment from Annette. She
Annette.
can't wait to try it. She has black hair and she's been afraid to color because she doesn't want it to look fake, but she wants to cover the grays.
Okay.
So Annette, feel free to reach out to the color crew. If you want to post a photo here, we can also color match you.
Yes. And Annette, do you color already? Did she say? Or she's thinking about coloring?
She's thinking about it, I think, but Annette, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know. If you're looking to go dark, but you don't want that really heavy sort of opaque color, what I would suggest doing is use our permanent color on your roots. That's what's going to provide the gray coverage. Or if you haven't colored in a while, maybe bring it down a little further to make sure you cover any grays that have grown out a little bit. And then instead of pulling your permanent color all the way through the ends, use a gloss instead. And that's what's going to keep the dimension and kind of the reflection and fun in your color without it looking too heavy. So actually the next gloss I'm going to show you, this would be the one for you.
Annette doesn't color already.
Oh, you don't color. Okay. Okay, so yeah, the first time you color, you probably will want to do the permanent color then throughout most of your hair and wherever you're seeing those grays, really saturating it on the roots or where you have the most grays or most resistant grays. And then to maintain it, that's when you'd want to use a gloss to keep those deep cool tones without it looking too sort of artificial or too flat. Right? Let us know if you have any other questions, especially as a first-time colorer. We're here to help you, so reach out to the color crew. If you're local to a color bar, come and visit us in a color bar. We're happy to help you.
Amanda wants to know what base color you use.
Base color, so I use our Balzano Brown, which is the 4NMG. So that's got the mahogany, it's got the gold tones. I do actually have pretty resistant grays. I don't have a lot of them, but the few that I do have are pretty resistant. So when I do my color, I let my roots process with the Balzano Brown for a full 45 minutes, just to make sure they get the best coverage. And I'm going darker. My natural level is actually quite light. So that in itself almost acts a little resistant to going darker. So that's why I need to let my permanent color process a full 45 minutes. And I only do that on my roots each time.
And what's your natural color, Rachel?
My natural, I'm like a level 6, level 5, so in the medium brown family. Yeah. So when my roots start to grow in, I kind of get this halo effect where I've got these lighter, brighter roots against my deep, rich color. So I'm going darker. But a few things that save me, so for instance, I don't always get the time to color my hair with the permanent color as often as I should, and because I process for the full 45 minutes, sometimes I don't have time, so I'll use things like our Root Reboot, awesome product for just a quick touch-up in between, also our Root Touch-Up Powder. I literally have that in my bag all of the time, and I can just quickly brush that on where I need coverage and where I'm sort of getting that halo effect on my roots. And also for brows, you can use the Root Touch-Up Powder on brows, which I use, and the brow brush we have is awesome for that.
Awesome.
Right?
Rachel, do you want to remind everyone about the giveaway going on?
Yes. So everything here, if you guys can see, is everything in our fall giveaway today. Celebrate the first day of fall. You'll get everything here, super easy to enter. You'll want to follow us on Facebook if you're not already. Share this post and like this post. So share away. Hopefully all your friends can see this too. Get some fall color ideas. And let us know if you have any questions at all too in the comments below. I'm happy to answer any questions you throw at me.
Awesome.
Right?
We have a question about espresso glosses. Should we show it off?
Let's show it. Okay. So the espresso gloss. This is going to be for someone that's in the brunette family. So say like a level 6 and darker. So say medium brown to a dark brown, where maybe your colors look a little too light, a little faded. Maybe it's looking a little too brassy and too oxidized, and you want to richen it up and keep more in the cool tones. This one would be for you. So this one actually looks super pretty on the white canvas, and I'll show you here. You can see. Can you see that? So this is the espresso. So this is like basically a cool brunette tone, and you can see the coolness in the shade. You know, it's got those really cool, not necessarily violet, but sort of leaning towards that cool family. So if you wanted to go darker, and say you were at a medium brown and you wanted to go a little darker but you didn't want to go too dark, you could play around with the espresso. Or if you're dark already, like our earlier guest who was thinking about going dark but didn't want to go too dark, she could use the espresso to keep the depth, keep the coolness without it going too heavy.
So we have Christine who uses Tuscany brown, and it goes a little more red than she wants. So she wants to know if espresso gloss is a good option for her.
Okay, that's a good example. So the Tuscany brown, you're like right at a level 6, which is a medium brown erring on the slightly lighter side. So if you didn't want to go too dark, but you wanted the cooling power of the espresso, a couple of options. One is you could mix the espresso with our glossa. That's a clear gloss. Basically, it'll kind of dilute the espresso so it doesn't go too dark on your hair. The other option is, if you still wanted to get basically as much coolness in your color as possible, mix the espresso with our crema. So the crema is our violet tone, and that's more designed for blondes, maybe very light browns that are kind of combating any gold tones in the hair. If you mix the crema with the espresso, maybe more crema than espresso, maybe 2 to 1. If you're nervous about your Tuscany going too dark, you can mix crema and espresso together. And that'll keep the cool tones, again, without going too dark. You know, you might want to, if you're going to use espresso all on its own, maybe just process for a little less time. You know, as you're processing, you can wipe the product away and kind of hold it against like a white paper towel or something to kind of see how it's looking. If you feel like you want to leave it on longer to go darker, let it sit. If you feel like it's gone dark enough, then you're ready to shampoo it out. Any other questions coming in?
Yeah, we got a lot of good questions. Thank you for sharing, Natalie. We're so excited. We have Terry who would love to get a burgundy color. What do you think is a good match for that?
So Terry, to get a burgundy, depending on the level of darkness that your hair is, you could go with the Barolo, and that's sort of our deepest red shade in the glosses. If you didn't want it to go too red and you wanted that sort of depth of the mahogany, you could actually do the Barolo Amaretto mix that we showed earlier, which on here, it looks actually much more red. But if you've got a deep burgundy sort of canvas to start with, it'll support that. And that's more along the lines of what I have now. If you wanted it more leaning towards the red side, I'd maybe just do all Barolo. Yeah.
Awesome. So we also have another question about Jacqueline. She's thinking about giving Madison Ray a try, and she wants to go in natural auburn.
Okay, natural auburn. So now, depending on what your natural hair is like now, the answer may vary. But if you're looking for a natural auburn, you could go with something like our NACs. So we have a 6 NAC and a 5 NAC. It's the Verona Brown and Milano Brown. And these are going to give you more of a subtle copper. So they're not going to be, you know, they're not going to kind of scream at you. It's going to be a nice way to start off with the auburn tones. The 6 NAC will give you a little bit of a brighter effect. But as always, we'd want to get a better understanding of what your natural color's like. Do you have any gray that we need to cover? And if it is your first time coloring, we might want to have a little chat with you about how to apply the color the first time, just to make sure you get nice, even results. And then, of course, you can maintain it through gloss.
Rachel, we have a question about the combination that I did earlier, if you want to speak to that.
Yes, so Colleen that we showed earlier is wearing the Mille and Amaretto. So we did 2 parts Amaretto to 1 part Mille for Colleen. She was pretty blonde before in some pieces, and she wanted something kind of a lot different. So we did 2 parts of the Amaretto to give her more of that punch of that bronzy mahogany tone with 1 part of the Mille, which is like a honey gold. So if you wanted something like Colleen and you've got her starting point, which we've got her before photo below if you want to take a look, and we'll post a before and after for you guys later too, so you can kind of see them side by side. And I can bring Colleen out again. Come on.
Okay.
So this is Colleen's hair again. So what we did was 2 parts Amaretto, 1 part Mille. So you can see she's got a lot of dimension in the color. She's got those golden tones, but she does have that sort of that bronziness of the Amaretto, which has the mahogany in it. So say you wanted this, maybe you wanted it with a little bit more red, you could do more of the Amaretto, which it has the mahogany, or maybe you wanted it a little less red and just more golden. Go ahead and turn around. You could do maybe more of the Mille. And you can see where it picks up differently, where she's got the highlights and where she's got the low light in her hair, which is really fun. I think it adds a lot of interest and play to her color. And then again, like next month, she can change it up or keep it the same. But she's a gorgeous live result for you guys. Let us know if you have any more questions at all, and feel free to share and like this post to win our awesome fall giveaway bag. It's got everything you need for fall color right in the bag for you, plus an awesome $50 Sephora gift card to go kind of top off your fall look.
Yay! Rachel, how many tubes of gloss do you think you need if you have long hair down your back?
Long hair down your back. So if your hair's pretty thick, you might use a little bit more than 1 tube. Just depends on the thickness of your hair. If you've got long, sort of just natural density, or normal density, excuse me, 1 tube is just fine. If your hair's very, very thick, I might get a 2nd tube just to make sure you have enough. And just make sure your hair is well saturated. If you have extra product left over, it's totally fine. Just recap your gloss tube and that'll stay good for your next application. So for instance, if you're mixing and you're using half of each tube or a quarter of each tube, just recap it and that'll stay good for your next application.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This is a good one too when we're talking about going into fall colors. We have Chris, and she usually uses Trieste Red, but she's thinking about taking the red down a little. Do you have any suggestions?
Okay, so if you're looking to take the red down and you're at the Trieste Red level, which is a 5, a couple of things. You could play around with the espresso, because that's got the cool tone, so that's going to cool down the red that's in your hair right now. Another thing you can do is maybe before you do that, you could use the Prime for Perfection, and really anytime you're doing a color change, this would be a good prep for your hair, just to give you a clean slate to kind of work from. So Prime for Perfection, let this sit on the hair about 20 minutes. It goes on dry hair, basically just massage it right in. It's more of a gel consistency. Let it sit 20 minutes. You're going to shampoo out twice and then follow right with your gloss, and you can do it the same day. If you need more shift in your color, like say you're going for a pretty major change, or you want to go like 1 full level lighter or a completely different tone than you are now, you could do this a couple of times. You can even do it maybe twice in 1 day or in consecutive days to kind of get to the point you feel comfortable at before you apply your new color. So if you were to do this, and you are using the Trieste Red right now, I would maybe do this, see how it's looking. It might expose a bit of warmth because you've got a lot of red on the hair already, but at least it's going to give you a nice canvas to work from, and then you just apply your espresso gloss right on top. Yeah.
Awesome. Great question, Chris. Paula wants to know how long gloss lasts.
So gloss, depending on how often you shampoo, the gloss will last about 6 to 8 shampoos. So if you don't shampoo every day, I for one shampoo maybe twice a week. My gloss lasts me longer. Also depending on the porosity of your hair. So if your hair is a little drier and kind of loses color faster, you might need to gloss more often. I kind of gauge it around a month. Like if I really want to maintain my color, I'll gloss every month. So when I do my roots, basically every time I do my roots, I'm glossing my ends. And I can change up my gloss each time too.
Awesome.
Is that helpful?
Yeah. Let us know if Paula, if you have more questions.
Yeah, please do.
We have a few questions here actually about what color has the most purple in it that we offer.
Ooh. Actually, we've got some good ones.
ladies want to know.
So we have our Vivid series, which is super, super beautiful. That's actually next on my list to try on my own hair. We have a lot more options when it comes to violets, reds. We have our Volterra Amethyst, which is more of that true violet tone and kind of a deeper violet tone. So kind of, leaning towards that burgundy family. We also have more true reds, also true coppers and golds. So this would be, say, the ends of your hair and you're ready for a permanent color. Do a Vivid on the ends of your hair. If you've got gray, just kind of be aware that the Vivids, they're not designed and formulated for gray coverage. So you'd still want to use one of our other Radiant Cream color shades to get the gray coverage, and then maybe do a Vivid on your ends. But if you don't have much gray, or if you're not really concerned about gray coverage and maybe you've just got like 10 to 15%, you could do the Vivid all throughout.
Thanks for sharing, Shannon.
Hi, Shannon.
Rachel, do you want to go over the giveaway?
Yes.
One more time, show them what they could win.
So let me move this guy. So this is our fall giveaway. Amazing stuff in here. This would all be customized to your own hair color. You've got our Prime for Perfection, great way to prep your hair for your new shade. Our Radiant Cream color kit, so this is the permanent color. Everything you need is right here in there for you. You've got our Tune Up, which is one of our newest additions to our hair care line. This is a shampoo and conditioner for brunettes. It's a beautiful aquamarine color. And then you'll get 3 shades of glosses. So you'll get to have fun, play around, make as many recipes as you can. If you've got any new ones, we'd love to hear about them, or send us some photos. We even do have a clear gloss, so maybe you just want pure shine. You can go with our Glossa, which is the clear, and maybe 2 shades. And then you've got a $50 Sephora gift card, so you can go and kind of top off your fall look. So you'll get everything here in this giveaway bag. Super easy to enter, basically three ways to do it. Follow us on Facebook, like this post, and share this post. Super simple. And if you share this post, all your friends will get to kind of have some new ideas when it comes to playing around with their own gloss recipes. Any other questions coming in?
Yeah, we have a good question. How does gloss affect highlights?
Ooh, so actually gloss on top of highlights, that's when you're gonna kind of see the most pop in your color, because you've already got dimension in there, and the gloss is gonna pick up differently on the highlighted portions of your hair and say the deeper base color within your hair. So if you've got highlights and you wanna just kind of play around with different tones, maybe step into glosses a little slower, maybe stick with something a little bit lighter with a little hint of red or a little hint of mahogany. Or if you're just looking for a full-on change, you can go to town and apply a brand new tone all over. A lot of highlighted, we actually get a lot of highlighted clients into our color bar here in San Francisco and in New York. And a great way for them to play up their highlights and kind of play around with the tone is the gloss. So it's a really fun way to add some fun and interest to your highlights, to your balayage, without the commitment of sort of erasing your highlights completely.
Awesome, that's a great one. Elizabeth, we will link you to the primer. I'm not sure why it's not showing up on the app, so we will link you to the primer so you don't have to worry about it.
Perfect, yeah. And if you have any questions when it comes to using it too, just reach out, give us a call, shoot us an email, or you can hop on our website and live chat with our color crew. They're super, super helpful. You can even upload a photo too. So if you're, not sure, I don't know what my natural level is, or I don't know how much gray I have, just send a photo. And natural lighting is good, so we can just get a clear idea of what your natural gray percentage is, what your natural level is, and we'll help you out, for sure.
Ooh, San Francisco got a shout out from Paula. That's exciting.
Paula.
We have a good question here from Rhonda. She says her hair is very dark brown and she'd like to lighten it overall, but she wants to know the best advice to be able to do that.
Okay. I would definitely say, you want to keep your hair as healthy as possible. So if you're looking to go lighter, before you kind of jump the gun and go and get highlights, or maybe use like a harsh lightener or a color remover, definitely try the Prime for Perfection first. It's just a great way to start to shift your color a bit, kind of in baby steps, go lighter without risking the integrity of your hair. So if you're looking to go lighter, use the Prime for Perfection. You can use it up to 4 times if you wanted to get a good amount of shift in your color. And it's not going to to kind of set the expectation of what the primer will do, what it will do is shift the pigments that are sitting on your hair already. So it's not going to chemically lift your natural hair lighter, but it is going to shift whatever pigments are on the hair already, and that's what's going to keep your hair healthy and kind of make it feel like it's had a treatment before you go on to your next color. And you can do that over time too. So, you know, it's good to kind of gradually go lighter level by level, and eventually you'll be where you want to be. Right.
So we have Elizabeth, she's switching from Trimidi to Bologna Blonde, but the red and gold really still comes through. So do you think primer is a good option for that?
You know, from Trimidi to Bologna, right?
Right.
Yeah, in Bologna, you're actually going a level deeper, which will help. So, you know, the Trimidi Blonde, that's got primarily gold in it. So if that's just looking much too gold, go with your Bologna Blonde. You can apply the Bologna Blonde through the ends the first time. It just definitely won't need as long as your roots need. If it's still looking too reddish to golden, then you can use the Color Reviving Gloss in Crema, which is a violet tone, and that'll help kind of keep those golden tones at bay. Kind of what a toner would do, but a lot more gentle, because it's not mixing with any activator, any developer. It's not really putting the hair through any chemical change. So that's something you can do pretty regularly to keep your blonde tones on the cooler side. And it makes your hair shiny, so why not?
Awesome. These are all great questions. Let's see. We have
more.
one coming. I was gonna say we have so many. Here's one. If you only want to enhance the color, I want to enhance the color. I already have. What should you use to enhance the color and increase shine?
Gloss, for sure. So basically our entire Color Reviving Gloss line will give you shine. Absolutely, it's going to help seal the cuticle layer down of your hair, which is going to increase the shine right away. So you can either do clear or you can do a colored gloss to add a boost of tone to your hair. And it's more of a sheer tint of tone, so it's not going to, you know, you don't have to really fear about the going too dark scenario or over processing. That's something you can play around with quite frequently, actually. And it's a good thing to do even between your all over colors. You know, say you're not due for permanent color yet and you just want a quick boost of shine, or kind of amp up the tone a little bit, you can do a gloss in between your permanent color. Yeah, and so keep sending us any more questions. We're happy to help. Our color crew is also ready to help 7 days a week. If you have any questions, even like mid-coloring, you can call them and be like, I don't know how long I need to process. They've got your back. You can send us an email and live chat too. Right? So again, if you want to win the giveaway, 3 super easy ways to win. Follow us on Facebook, like this post, and share this post. And everything here is yours in your own customized shades too. And great way to celebrate the first day of fall with some new fall color.
Awesome. This sounds great. Thank you everyone for joining us.
Thank you guys so much for joining. It was so much fun. Feel free to still, send us any questions that have popped up along the way, and we look forward to all your fall photos hopefully coming through.
Awesome.
Okay, bye guys.